The film opens deep inside a dense forest, where a father and his son are hunting together. The father raises a bow and fires an arrow at a wild boar. The arrow hits the animal, badly wounding it, but the boar manages to escape into the forest. The two begin following the trail of blood. For a while, the tracks are easy to see, but when they reach a swampy area, the trail suddenly disappears. Hungry and exhausted, they are forced to return home empty-handed. On their way back, they notice tire tracks on ground. Curious, they decide to follow them. After walking some distance, they come across an abandoned car. Together, they begin searching it. The boy, whose name is Jack, climbs inside the vehicle and opens the trunk. Inside, he finds a packet of biscuits. Jack is overjoyed because in this ruined world, something like that is as valuable as treasure. Overcome by hunger, starts eating the biscuits without telling his father. While eating, his hand accidentally presses the car's horn. The loud sound echoes through the forest. Moments later, a group of wild dogs rushes toward the car. Sensing danger, the father and son quickly hide in the back seat. The dogs circle the vehicle, trying to peer inside. After some time, the group finally moves on and disappears into the forest. After this incident, it becomes clear that in this world, even the smallest sound can invite death. While returning, Jack eats the remaining biscuits and throws the wrapper on the ground. This careless act later turns out to be the biggest mistake of his life. After some time, the two reach their hidden shelter deep inside the forest. The area is covered with branches and wooden debris, making it look like nothing more than a bush from the outside. Inside, there is a woman. She is Jack's wife. She has a deep wound on her leg, and without proper treatment, she cannot survive much longer. They have only a few antibiotic pills left, and one pill a day is the only thing keeping her condition stable. In this ruined world, medicine is extremely valuable. The next morning, while Jack is outside, he suddenly hears noises coming from behind. He turns and sees a group of strangers approaching him. Terrified, Jack quickly runs back inside the cabin. Through a crack in the door, he watches as the people move closer. Overwhelmed with fear, Jack collapses to the ground. The noise wakes his father. Seeing Jack's condition, he immediately becomes alert. He quickly packs some essential supplies and hands a backpack to Jack. The father then throws a wooden plank to block the door and opens a path for them to escape. He helps Jack and his wife out through the back exit. But Jack's wife is seriously injured, so they cannot go very far. Realizing this, the father hides Jack and his wife inside a nearby septic tank and goes out alone to face the attackers. The father fights with all his strength, but he can only hold them off for a short time. Soon, someone strikes him with a wooden plank, knocking him down. One of the men takes advantage of the moment and kills him. Jack witnesses his father's death. Both Jack and his wife tremble with fear and pain, but they quickly gather themselves and stay quiet. Soon after, the raiders loot the cabin completely. On the way, they see Jack's backpack lying on the ground. It had accidentally fallen from his hands. Inside the backpack are the valuable medicines. Jack also sees the looters tying up his father's dead body and taking it with them. The group walks past the septic tank. At that moment, the group leader notices something strange and tries to open the lid. From inside, Jack uses all his strength to stop the lid from opening. When the leader fails to open it, he bends down to look inside. But he cannot see anything clearly, and because of the bad smell, he steps back. This gives Jack and his wife some relief. After the looters leave, Jack comes out of the septic tank and walks toward the cabin. He then notices the biscuit wrapper on the ground. He realizes that his greed caused all of this. The cabin is completely destroyed. Everything has been looted. The worst part is that his wife's condition has become very serious. She's lying unconscious on the bed. There is no medicine left. Jack feels helpless. For a moment, he thinks that he might have to kill his wife. But after his father's death, he cannot bear the pain of losing her. After thinking, Jack decides that he will take revenge on the looters and get the medicine back. He places a bottle of water next to his wife and blocks the door with wooden boards to keep her safe. Then he follows the trail of his father's blood into the forest. Now Jack is alone in the forest. He does not know how far he must go. The weather is extremely cold. He is wearing only a t-shirt and shorts. His hands and feet become numb, and he falls to the ground. Just before losing consciousness, he saw a small boy passing by him. Jack saw an opportunity and started following the small boy. When the boy reached his house, he noticed Jack and, out of fear, ran inside and closed the gate. But Jack broke the gate open. Terrified, the boy hid in his grandfather's arms. Jack did not harm them. He only picked up the clothes lying there, put them on, and then left again to search for the looters. After some time, Jack reached a place where bones were scattered on the ground. Seeing this, he realized that the looters had eaten his father. With great sadness, he buried the remaining bones. He then controlled himself because his wife's life was still in danger. Jack had to find the looters quickly and bring back the medicine, but the trail had completely disappeared. Jack then climbed a nearby tree to look around. After scanning the area, he saw smoke rising in the distance. But suddenly, he lost his balance and fell from the tree. The sound of his fall echoed through the forest, and wild dogs began running toward him. Jack had very little time. He tried to run, but couldn't go far and collapsed near a campfire. He quickly relit the fire, added more wood to make it bigger, and spent the entire night waving a burning torch to keep the wild dogs away. The next morning, Jack set out again. Along the way, he found a camp. He entered it and found a box of matches, a knife, and a whistle. As soon as Jack stepped out of the camp, he ran into the same small boy again. But seeing Jack, the boy panicked and ran away. Jack continued following a small river through the forest. Suddenly, he saw blood flowing in the water. Seeing this, he immediately hid behind a rock. On the other side of the rock, Jack saw one of the looters cleaning a knife in the river. When the woman started to leave, Jack picked up a stone and began following her. While following her, he noticed traps set all around the looter's base. Moving carefully, Jack finally reached their camp. There, he saw his backpack. He opened it and searched for the medicine, but it wasn't there. Jack then began searching the entire camp. Suddenly, the woman came up behind him and was about to attack, but Jack avoided the strike. After that, a fight broke out between the two. The woman was overpowering Jack. At that moment, Jack picked up a stone and hit her on the head. Because of this, the woman fell down. After that, Jack went to the nearby armory to find the medicine. While searching, he saw that the looters were returning to the camp. Jack cleaned the blood stains and took the woman's body to a safe place and hid it. When the looters reached the camp, the same boy whom Jack had met earlier was with them. He had become their prisoner. On the other side, the leader noticed that the mirror had moved, and he became suspicious. He calmly opened the cabinet, took out the medicine, and gave it to the injured looters. Then he locked the medicine back inside the cabinet. After that, the leader went to the riverbank to look for the woman, but he found no clue. Then, one of his men found the woman's weapon. Seeing this, the leader decided to search for the woman with the entire group. Jack was hiding in the bushes. He quickly covered the woman's body with leaves and quietly entered the camp. Only one infected, injured man stayed behind. Jack took the opportunity and tried to save the boy, but the boy screamed in fear. Hearing the noise, the infected man came out of the armory and saw the boy running. The infected man started chasing the boy. During this time, Jack got the chance to reach the locked medicine box. Just as Jack was about to open it, he saw the leader returning to the camp. Jack quickly hid under the armory. He saw that the looters had found the woman's body. They became angry, but instead of eating her, they burned her. Jack stayed hidden under the armory the whole night. The next morning, when the leader was sleeping, Jack quietly entered the armory. He cut the rope with a small knife and took the key from the leader's neck. Jack opened the medicine box, put the pills in his pocket, and locked the armory door from outside using the same lock. Jack then ran away. By mistake, he touched a line with bells. The sound woke the leader, and he came out to catch Jack. When the leader saw that the door was locked from outside, he hit the door hard and finally came out. Jack kept running while the leader and his men chased him. At the same time, Jack's wife woke up after hearing wild dogs. She saw that the dogs had surrounded the cabin, and one dog was trying to enter through a gap in the door. On the other side, Jack was in a dangerous situation. but he managed to escape from the looters. He ran through the forest and reached the place where the old man and the boy lived. There he saw the footprints of wild dogs. Jack then went inside a room and saw that the old man had been killed by dogs. Seeing this, Jack felt sad. He came out of the house. He no longer had the strength to fight. At that moment, the looters attacked him from behind and knocked him unconscious. When Jack regained consciousness, he saw that one looter was sharpening a knife and the others were preparing to kill him. He then remembered his wife, and hope to survive returned. He noticed a whistle lying nearby, and an idea came to his mind. Jack blew the whistle, and the sound echoed through the forest. Hearing the sound, wild dogs immediately ran toward them. The looters started running away, and the dogs chased after them. Seeing the opportunity, Jack cut the rope and hid behind a tree. He then wore the looters' clothes and escaped quietly. The looters came back and started searching for him again. Suddenly, they saw a jacket behind a tree. One of them attacked it, but there was no one there. Jack jumped down from the tree onto the man and killed him. After that, Jack put on the man's clothes and dragged the body to one side. Just then, another looter came toward him. Jack quickly stabbed him in the chest with a knife. He then took the bow and arrows, which had belonged to his father. Jack went looking for the leader. When he saw him, Jack shot an arrow that hit the leader in the knee. The leader pulled the arrow out. Jack tried to shoot another arrow, but the bowstring snapped. At the same time, the sound of wild dogs was heard, and both of them ran away. After running a long distance, Jack reached an old house. There he saw a skeleton with a gun lying beside it. Jack picked up the gun and went inside the house. Inside, he found another gun along with some supplies. While he was packing food, he heard someone approaching. He turned around and saw that it was the leader. Jack immediately aimed the gun at him, but the gun was empty. The leader moved forward and attacked Jack. He began beating him brutally. Jack then pressed on the leader's injured knee. The leader screamed in pain, and Jack took advantage of the moment, grabbed another weapon from the table, and shot the leader. The leader died on the spot. After that, Jack started walking back home. On the way, he left 3 cans of food at the child's house and then continued toward his own home. When Jack reached the cabin, he saw that the door was broken and his wife was nowhere to be seen. Seeing this, Jack became sad, but then someone placed a hand on his shoulder from behind, giving him hope to live again.